September 9th Pleasant Ridge City Commission meeting. We have Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Can we have a roll call, please?
Mayor Scott,
Here.
Commissioner Budnick,
Here.
Commissioner Lenko,
Here.
Commissioner Perry,
Here.
Commissioner Schmier.
Here.
Great. Any public discussion tonight? All right. Seeing none, we'll move on to liaison reports. We'll go on to Ferndale Public Schools first.
Hey, good evening, everyone.
Hi.
3 weeks into the school year. I've had a really great start to the school year. This is Superintendent Hibbler's second year, so this is like much we were talking last night at Committee of Whole. It's like problem solving versus just like figuring out everything is new. That said, the biggest thing that has all of us concerned is in 3 weeks and 4.5 hours, we will not have a state budget. And there will be immediate impacts at the school, starting with the inability to offer free lunches to kids. It's been a huge success of just being able to provide a better experience to kids. One, just making sure they had the food, but two, removing the stigma that's all had been required beforehand of requiring applications and all those pieces. We do have a program, but it does require us to fill in a budget, and our budget is super tight, and I'm not sure we're going to be able to fill it. So, it's really disappointing in what's happening in Lansing right now. So any communication that can be done to Representative Scott or to Senator McMorrow, or if you have a different representative or just you're in touch with anyone, the need for budget is significant, but particularly on school aid and emergency essential services to make sure that we have those things going. More happy things. Just some quick dates of things going on. Curriculum night is starting. Upper elementary already had theirs. Lower elementary is Thursday, September 11th. The middle school is Tuesday, September 16th. And the high school is September 18th. So a great way to just, meet teachers, other parents, just see what your child does day to day at school. And then homecoming will be October 3rd. The parade will start at 4 p.m. Obviously, you all would love to have you all there, be part of the parade. The tailgate will be at 5 p.m. and then kickoff for the game will be at 7 p.m.
Those are October 3rd, you said?
October 3rd, Friday. Tough loss to Troy this week, but hopefully kids will be ready and go. Pontiac is the game that evening, so we'd love to see you all there if you can make it. So, any questions?
No, thank you.
All right, thank you all.
Thank you. Thanks,
All right. Commissioner Lenko.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Planning Commission DDA did not meet since the last time we've met. The next DDA meeting is October 27th in these chambers, the fourth Monday of the month. We meet quarterly, 7 o'clock in these chambers. If anybody's interested, and accessory dwelling units will likely be the top of the pile. So, anything more to add, Jim? No? Thank you. That's all I got. We'll have more after October 27th.
Commissioner Schmier.
Thank you. Historical. This Saturday, 10 until 4 p.m. is the Home and Garden Tour. You can buy your tickets online now for $25. The day of, they will be $30. We have 4 fabulous houses this year. So it's always so much fun. It will be great this year. Also, just as an aside, that Ridge Resale will be open the same day. So while you're out looking at the houses, you should also stop by Ridge Resale. So again, this Saturday, the 13th, $25 now. You can buy tickets online, or day of for Ridge. We'll be selling them. Beyond that, the Historical Museum will be open, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. The museum will be open. So come on by and take a look. And that is it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Budnick.
Thank you, Mayor. The Recreation Commission hasn't met since July, and either way, we still have a lot going on, as we always do.
Yes.
Shawnee and the team
It is
do.
the season.
Yep. So, flu shot clinic by CVS Pharmacy is Thursday, September 25th, and then again on October the 2nd, and that is from 1 to 6 p.m. So register for a time slot or a drop-in. You must be in line by 5:45 to get in under that time. The much-awaited Fall Fest and Hayride is always a big one. That's Sunday, October the 5th from 4 to 6 at Gainsborough Park. That'll be pumpkins, hayrides, and this is sponsored by Brylar. There's a climbing tower sponsored by Oakland County Parks. Cider and Donuts sponsored and provided by Robert Campbell. And food and beverages will also be available for purchase from Greek food truck. There will be other fun activities happening as well. There's always a ton going on. Sometimes they have petting zoo, animals. It's always a fun deal. There's a mini Highland cow sound bath on, yes, you heard it right, Thursday, October the 2nd, beginning at 5:30 p.m. out back at the community center. Space is limited, so
I have to ask, what is that?
A sound bath. They make sound, but are there going to be cows? There are going to be little baby cows.
Oh yeah, right. So I did.
With the
Sound bath with
company-
cows.
So I did hear
Yes.
they did the sound bath once before.
I've done it
And
in the
it-
pool.
It drew people from like all over.
People love sound baths.
It's like the goat massage.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, just like that.
How much are tickets for
transcendental.
that?
You know, it doesn't say. I want to say I remember Shawnee saying it was around $60. I don't recall though. So check on the rec page.
Okay. What day was that?
That is on Thursday, October the 2nd,
I might have
beginning
to
at
sign up
5:30.
just to.
That's
Just
a big
yeah.
weekend.
Yeah, right. Group exercise classes. We have Monday night yoga with Mike Christie, sit and get fit class on Mondays and Wednesdays at 9 a.m. That's and then you have Zumba with Katie on Wednesday evenings at 6 p.m. Register for a session or drop in as you can. And then the Huntington Woods Library fall and winter hours, September through May, are Monday through Thursday 10 to 8, Friday and Saturday 10 to 5, and then Sunday still 1 to 5. Used book sale, Friday and Saturday, September 26th and 27th from 10 to 4. And then as a reminder, the Wellness Center hours, 4 a.m. to midnight. It seems like we're almost at 24 hours now. So yeah, 4 a.m. to midnight, it's great. The Wellness Center is for residents ages 16 and older, so please be sure to use your own fob when entering. And then the first teen council meeting is Wednesday, October 29th, which is right before the recreation meeting,
Oh, nice.
which is 7 o'clock on that same evening, October the 29th. And that's it.
Wow, that's a lot of
We
it.
have. Yep.
Shawnee, how much is the sound bath with the cows?
$55 for residents.
Thank you.
Okay.
I was in the ballpark.
You
were close.
Shawnee and I
Very
were
good.
collecting the extra 5.
Very good. It's good. You deserve it.
Little grift. Yeah.
All right. Commissioner Perry.
Thank you, Mayor. The Arts Council did not meet in August, but we are meeting September 17th. That's a Wednesday at 4:30 right here. We are moving forward on looking at artists for different projects like murals and different signage and things like that that will be discussed. So join us here at 4:30 on Wednesday, September 17th. Thanks.
Thank you. All right, we'll move on to governmental reports. We have a guest from Lansing who'd like to step up and say a few things about the excitement in Lansing right now.
Well, that among other things, right?
Yeah, that's a word for it.
Exactly. Good evening, Mayor and Commissioners. I'm State Representative Helena Scott. I'm here to report what's going on in Lansing. As you're aware that the House Republicans put forth a budget, and it's really going to make life harder, sadly, for Michiganders and their families. They claim it's to eliminate waste and fraud and abuse, but the truth is it really doesn't. We voted on a budget in the House about a week or almost 2 weeks ago. And what their 2026 budget proposes a $1.4 billion cut to schools. And so sad, but you know what's going on. But also an additional $5 billion from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services and Medicaid, $333.5 million in food assistance, and $59 million in housing. Additional cuts would be $21 million for adult dental coverage and $500 million from the prescription medical funding. $45 million in maternal and infant health. Also, $40 million cut to state revenue sharing for cities, villages, and townships would affect you. 34.9 million cuts to, I said that, cities and revenue, or cities and counties. More than 105 million from the Michigan State Police, which would really equate to about 433 fewer jobs and positions that would be likely affected. 53.5 from the Department of Civil Rights. I know we've heard a lot about the DEI cutbacks. 41 million from Attorney General Dana Nessel's office. 24% from the Secretary of State, Jocelyn Benson's office. 3.8 million for SNAP and Double Up Food Buck programs for those people that need that type of assistance. 22 million from the Water Quality Program. 4.4 million from air quality programs. And also, as was mentioned earlier, the school meals are going to be eliminated. Also, they're eliminating a lot of funding for the African American Museum, the Charles Wright Museum, the Holocaust Museum, and also the Arab American Museum. And significant slashes to hospital funding. And so, you know, of course, advocating for my district and part of the Dem Caucus, the majority of us in the Dem Caucus, except for one rogue person, voted no on this Republican budget because we know how catastrophic it's going to be to Michiganders and their families. Just want you to know that I'm going to continue to stand up and push back and vote no on these absurd cuts that they're doing. Right now, it's over in the Senate. As you know, the Senate is a majority, so we're waiting to see what happens. But we do know, and I can tell you that the negotiations between Leader Winnie Brinks and Matt Hall are stalled. And more than likely, we will be going into a government shutdown, which will be by the end of this month if we do not have a budget passed in the House and the Senate and signed by the governor, which likely does not look like it's going to happen if I'm just very honest with you. So I'm sad to report this, but the reality is pretty bleak and pretty grim. So any questions at all for me?
You know, thank you for bringing this tonight. I'm the geek that reads the budget.
Yeah.
So I started reading the budget, and it was also surprising to me, as a small town, how hard this budget is on small towns
Yeah.
across the state. There are cuts for farming, there's cuts for rural communities, there's
Yep.
cuts for internet, there's cuts for things that aren't even good for the people that got voted in to make this budget. It's just really bizarre to
Exactly.
me. It's a bizarre budget. I do encourage people to, there's a summation of the budget that you can read. If anyone was interested in just getting the shorthand version, which is not short, it's still pages.
Pretty lengthy.
I definitely recommend everyone read it to understand how it impacts you here in Pleasant Ridge and
Right.
people that you know in other places that you
Across the
think
state.
should be safe and are not. If you know people in Romeo, if you know people
Exactly.
in Pinconning, if you know people in Traverse City, it's not good for small towns in general.
Exactly. They're
So,
very deep cuts all across the state.
Yes. So,
Is there
thank
anything
you.
residents can do? I mean,
Reach out to your representatives and your senators. Definitely have a conversation and, you know, voice your distaste, your lack of approval for this. Reach out to the Republicans. If you have, even if you don't have a relationship with them, reach out to them. Reach out to Speaker Matt Hall, because this is sadly basically his plan. I mean, even his chair of appropriations, Representative Ann Bolin, they disagree on a lot of things, and he's sort of really taking over and kind of pushing this through. So, and his caucus has dissension as well, and it's unbelievable. I'm in my third term, going on my 6th year, and even in minority when I first came in, it was not like this, right? It was bearable. They were logical to some degree. This is just bizarre. I don't even understand it. It's like a third world experience. It's crazy. It really is, and it's disconcerting every day going up there, and I don't know how it's going to get better, but something's got to give. And I don't know, how long the government shutdown will last once they go into it. I would think because he is so incredibly stubborn, I can't see it just being a week or a few days. He's probably going to try to make a point. He's very much in line with what President Trump wants to do, and so he's trying to impress. And, you know, Michigan is a target state, right? You know, so I don't know. And we're going into elections next year, the gubernatorial race. Our elections are up. I don't know how they think they're going to get reelected with this craziness going on. But, you know, we just have to wait and see what happens. But I will be here to report, and please know that Greg is on my staff, my chief of staff, legislative director. Please reach out to us if you have any questions or concerns. You know, we're available to you. Come up and visit, you know, come up and talk to the legislators, not only the Dem ones, but the Republican ones. Try to talk to Matt Hall, you know, email his office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, stay tuned in. This office is very accessible. They probably get tired of hearing from me, so.
We do not. We work for you. If not for you, we would not have a job. So we want to hear from you.
But yeah, if there's ever a question that you have about what's happening in Lansing, reach out to this office. They get back to you.
Yeah, we do. And just know, if we go into a government shutdown, we don't get paid, right? But we are expected to go.
Right.
You know, and you know, I live an hour and a half, 2 hours away, and we're up there 3 days a week. You know, so hopefully I'll have the gas money to continue to go. I have to get into my 401k. I don't know.
There we go.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
Everybody have a good evening.
Good to see
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you Thursday.
See you Thursday.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Other governmental reports, fire and police.
Good evening, everybody. I'll explain why I'm so casual tonight. But I'll start with our fire department open house. I did bring flyers, and we'll leave some here. So October 4th, it kicks off our prevention week. So it's going to be at fire station number 2, which is on 9 Mile, just east of Hilton. And we're going to be doing, we have a fire prevention trailer, which is a great activity for people with children or just families in general. You could go in there and go through to have kind of a practice on what to do in a safe simulated environment. We're also, you know, we always have gear that people can try on, which is really fun. So you can put on our fire turnout gear, a lot of different things. We'll teach hands-only CPR to anybody come in, so we'll have those stations, and we'll demonstrate the fire blankets. More and more people are interested in the fire blankets over extinguishers. So we'll actually demonstrate it. If you're there and you participate in the demonstration to learn how to use them, we will have ones to give away for free. But we just require, if I give it to you, I want to make sure I teach you how to use it. So we will be doing that. We're also partnering with Sakra and doing on-site battery collection. So if people have batteries of any sort, bring them
great.
and drop them. So we're going to have Sakra as a partner at this, and we really want to kind of promote that and be environmental safe. And it is kind of one of the themes for fire prevention this year, and all the dangers of all of our plugged-in devices and how to be safe with charging them correctly and not having them damaged, and using incompatible chargers, and charging your e-bikes and your scooters and your entryways and stuff that if something goes wrong, they block your way. So all those things are kind of like our theme this year. So partnering to do the battery collection, which is kind of like a natural thing. And of course, we'll have treats and stuff too. So it was a great fun day. So come on out. So again, from 1 to 4 on Saturday, October 4th.
Awesome.
And I think if people are in Ferndale today, our Parks and Rec is also having their fall festival,
Right.
and that'll be at Martin Road Park. So that's going on the same day. So we have kind of a lot going on the same day.
Busy week.
Very busy week, and we try to
House
support that
sounding,
too.
Hay rides.
I know, yeah.
Homecoming.
All the things, yeah. Oh, homecoming on the 3rd, so
Yeah.
we'll be in the parade, and I'll be waving, looking for everybody. So the other thing, the shirt that I'm wearing tonight, this is the Yellow Rose campaign. September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month,
Yes.
and suicides amongst first responders is staggeringly high. It's actually moving into one of the #1 causes for death with us. So this month, the Yellow Rose campaign is not just a statewide thing, but a national thing, and fire departments that participate, and Ferndale is one that does. We wear these shirts, and they're intentionally not branded with our name to show that we're standing in unity together. Doesn't matter which fire department we're from, to stop the stigma and encourage people that need help to get help, and that it's okay to not be okay and ask for help. So all my fire departments, we all wear them for this month, so it's approved for their uniforms. So yeah, and just kind of raising awareness and promoting mental health. So that's all I got. Any questions for me?
Any questions?
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Popo.
Good evening. Just wanted to give you a little insight into the police department. We have everybody back and we are completely staffed at this point, which is great. Officer Waters made it back from injury. He is 100%, and Officer Farhat is now done with his field training. He is on the road, so you'll see him. Going to keep it real brief tonight, but just wanted to let people know we haven't had any problems here, but Huntington Woods and some other communities are having stolen cars. The thing that I preach every single meeting: lock your cars, lock your houses. These cars aren't getting broken into and stolen. They are being stolen because they're unlocked and have key fobs left in them. So please lock your cars, take your key fobs in. Don't be like my father-in-law that keeps his in the car. It makes it a lot easier for people to steal things. So another one was stolen in Huntington Woods this morning. They wound up pursuing the car, but things got a little bit too heated and they terminated that pursuit. So lock your cars, lock your houses, and I'm here for any questions that you may have.
Any questions?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. On to the consent agenda. May we have a motion?
Mayor, I move the consent agenda be approved.
Second?
All right. Any thoughts? May we take a vote?
Of course. Commissioner Schmier,
Yes.
Commissioner Lenko,
Yes.
Commissioner Budnick,
Yes.
Commissioner Perry,
Yes.
Mayor Scott.
Yes, the motion carries. And now on to the police union contract.
Yes, we have a new union contract for the police running from July 1, 2025 through June 30, 2028. And yes, I do know that we're well past July 1, but the union has ratified the contract as of a week or two ago. So we are now ready to bring this to you for your approval as well. The contract is largely the same. There were no major issues that we needed to address. The biggest things were pay and vacation time. And both of those were adjusted to bring us in line with other departments in the region. It's difficult to hire now, much more so than in the past. And so wages and benefits are of great importance. So we are now in line with regional averages for both of those. And there were some other minor changes to the language in the contract to address just some efficiencies that we could get with the department for day-to-day operations, which I'd be happy to talk about any of those if you like. But the requested action is City Commission approval of the proposed agreement with the Pleasant Ridge Police Officers. It would be retroactive to July 1, 2025, if approved. Happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? Wow. Well, thanks for doing the work on the contract, and thanks to our police department. All right.
Mayor, I move to approve the proposed agreement with Pleasant Ridge Police Officers effective retroactively to July 1st, 2025.
Second.
All right. May we take a vote?
Commissioner Lenko,
Yes.
Commissioner Budnick,
Yes.
Commissioner Perry,
Yes.
Commissioner Schmier,
Yes.
Mayor Scott.
Yes, the motion carries. And we're already at the city manager's report.
Yes. It's been a month this day.
It has been.
Well, the good news is Oakdale is finally sort of mostly complete now.
Sounds great.
Right?
A lot of confidence there.
I think it'll never end. The final connection was made for the water main at 10 Mile today. So the water main is now fully connected into the system, and all that's left at this point is restoration work. So
Great.
that's excellent news. We're starting to think about leaf collection for the year. On to the next thing, yeah.
We have the dual leaf collectors this year, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think we do. So Brylar wasn't happy when they heard that we were bringing in Davy to supplement, so we're working through that with them.
Got it.
Great.
But that was a conversation that needed to be had. So we'll have more details about the final plan by next month, certainly, but in the next couple of weeks. And then looking beyond that, we'll just we're working on the next water main project and getting that in design and wrapping up all
Great.
the ongoing loose ends. Yeah. So
Congratulations and
Yes,
thank
it's
you.
been a summer.
I know that is not an easy part of your job.
yeah, yeah. Oakdale was fun. Any questions on anything happening around town?
No, I mean, I've noticed DTE around cutting trees and putting up poles on the west side, which
And East Side.
the east side cutting down trees, which is great. Hopefully, we had a
Cutting
couple
limbs.
big limbs come down this year, so hopefully that will help for next.
Yes, it is. It is good to see DTE. They're making important upgrades. They're completely redoing the infrastructure for the Ferndale circuit, which includes Cambridge, Oxford, and then the south side of Oakland Park. These are important because this is how you get modern infrastructure. And we know it's not feasible to bury lines here for a lot of reasons. But these are new poles, new wires, new transformers, new systems that can switch power between locations. So it's disruptive because they have to get into everybody's backyard. But we encourage everyone to bear with it because the payoff will be worth it at the end. It's not our project, so I'm speaking a little bit out of school on this, but in speaking to DTE on this project, their intent was to actually, DTE would move all of the communications lines over to the new poles. Because what's happened in the past is that DTE would put in a new pole with their infrastructure, which is the lines on top. But then all of the lower wires and lines, which are communications, and we're talking, at this point, 5 decades of communication lines, they would have to wait for all of the communications providers to move those lines over to the new pole before they could remove the old one, because now we're in a situation where there's 2 poles next to each other. And that gets challenging because, sometimes you have old lines that are abandoned and, the getting communications companies out here to address an issue is, yeah. I mean, between you and me, sometimes we tell people to just, yeah, right. Sometimes we tell people to just cut it because that'll be the thing that gets the communication line company to actually come out to address it. I didn't say that.
On camera.
Yeah. But DTE is actually going to move those, they tell me, the communications lines over so that they can expedite the process of getting the old poles out of there.
Oh, that's
So
great.
Oh yeah, that is great.
that was their intent. I hope they're able to deliver on that. But if there are poles that are left together, that's for some time. That's because it's different jurisdiction for all the lines that are back there. So it is good and encouraging, and we know with more electric vehicles showing up for charging capability and everything, having that better infrastructure is important. We know it because we put in the charger for the Lightning out here, and we are limited to what we can put into it every hour by the infrastructure coming to the building. So yes, it's disruptive and it's annoying when you're living through it, but it's worth it. So
Great.
be nice to DTE.
Infrastructure.
I can't believe I
Like
just said
that is
that.
what- just
That is the
infrastructure.
word.
Yes, in general, it's painful, but
Yeah.
Right.
the payoff is huge.
Right.
Yeah, and we have water mains and DTE and 696. It's kind of everything everywhere all at once, but
There was some gas stuff too, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I'm making that up.
I
I
don't
thought
know.
on
Gas,
Kensington.
there was like a gas leak on Wellesley,
oh,
but that was they came out and fixed it.
Yes.
that was just a run of the mill. They
Yeah.
came into contact
Contact.
with a
Oops.
gas. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Anything else?
Just like short, medium term, following up from the last meeting and then following up from the workshop, I got 3 things on my mind. On Joe and Charlie's things from last month, I don't know if there's any updates or meaningful things to update on. And then also, as a result of the workshop, it sounds like we are going to regulate short-term rentals and that we're going to kick the recommendation or our notes to legal. We'll come up with an ordinance, in a couple months or something. That's
Yes.
kind of the okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So those 3 things are what's on my mind.
The issues at Knox, again, the police have investigated it. There was no there in
Okay.
terms of any follow-up. The property owner was not aggrieved or put out at all by the incident.
And I think Knox actually followed up with
they
the
did.
property
They did?
owner and
Yes.
took care of
Okay.
it.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
I think Joe was more concerned about it than
Yes.
any other party that
Got
was.
it. But Knox ended up
I
circling
just-
back.
Mhm.
And,
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And the police had dealt with it as well. And
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
the park issue, I'm not sure if there is any follow-up there. The
Other than
sign,
signs.
right,
yeah.
which we have actually on order now.
Okay, cool beans.
Because we're looking at doing all the park signs, so we were comparing some different colorways and different sizes. So we've finished that, and those are on order for Gainsborough and Community Center Park, waiting for those to be produced. We have a sample in the office if you want to look at it. And then the remainder of it, I mean, I don't know, the purchase of the property, there was no petition or anything communicated. Again, it's a status quo situation where we're looking to purchase the property that we've been using to continue using it for what it's been used for. So, absent any notable issues, of which, you know, we have one resident who's been complaining, but no one else has raised any issues whatsoever. So, you know, I don't foresee us
And it will
doing
come
any
here.
kind of, yeah, exactly. So if there are issues, we always say get a petition or, you know, ask us a question that you're looking us to respond to. We did follow up with some of the volleyball players that were involved at the video that was shown at the meeting, and they claimed no alcohol was involved. So that's where we are.
Okay, cool, thanks. And then on the workshop, I don't know if we want to elaborate on anything, but like it sounds that the next step is that Greg will craft an ordinance that we'll eventually review, and if not October, November would be kind of the expectation. Right?
Likely November.
Likely November.
Yeah,
Okay, so
he'll
not
need some. He'll
October.
need some time to.
Right,
All right,
on short-term rentals.
Yeah.
all right, so I'll
Yes.
put that on my November mind map. Thank you.
Anything else?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mayor, thank you. Everybody save the date for October 17th. The foundation is going to do a tailgate party this year up at the community center. So it'll be it's a Friday evening, I believe, and that'll be up just there in the parking lot and everything. It'll be, and more information to come. This is also a good time to join the women's club. They're having their patio dinner on Thursday, September 18th. And what's really cool is everyone brings dishes, and so it's like it's just a lovely community thing to for people to gather. And that group does a lot of great work for scholarships and things like that for around the city. And then also I got a call from Ted Zachary, our favorite.
oh,
Environmental Club.
we did not have our TED Talk tonight.
No, so Ted called because he is under the weather, but he said September is National Deaf Awareness Month. The sign language group that he hosts will be meeting this Tuesday, as they do every Tuesday at 9 a.m. up at the community center. And Ted is sorry he couldn't join us tonight, but because he's under the weather, he still wanted to make sure that, you know, we gave a moment to the Deaf Awareness Month.
Deaf and hard and hearing. You did send me a text that said deaf
I know. stop.
awareness month, and I'm just like,
Voice texting is very
so
dangerous.
it's deaf and hard of hearing,
Yes.
not deaf.
Thank
Got
you.
it.
It is deaf, and that's it. Thank you.
Just a quick item. Some neighbors had written us about pickleball. I apologize for not getting back to them. I just noticed an email that came in on August 28th. I'll get back to you. I'll talk to Jim about it, and more to follow. Thank you, though, for writing. And that's all I've got.
Thank you.
I think we're ready to adjourn. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I move we adjourn.
A second?
Oh,
Oh.
one more thing.
Sorry.
I'm here representing the Daughters of the American Revolution.
Oh, that's right.
regarding
Please.
our, this wonderful Constitution Week proclamation.
Yes.
Thank
So-
you. Thank you for raising your hand. I forgot.
So my name is Kathy Compton. I've been a Pleasant Ridge resident for 39 years. And I'm a 28-year member of the Daughters of the American Revolution Ezra Parker chapter.
Nice.
And the DAR is, of course, short for the Daughters of the American Revolution. More than 1 million women have joined the DAR since its founding in 1890. Today, nearly 200,000 members advance our missions in education, historic preservation, and patriotism. And last year, DAR members around the world gave 700 million volunteer hours of service to our communities.
It's amazing.
And you had to remember to go online and put your hours in, and that's not always easy, is it? The DAR has promoted Constitution Week since it was signed into law by President Dwight D. Eisenhower in 1956. We thank the City of Pleasant Ridge for supporting this important event in 2025. If by some chance there's a woman watching this meeting who knows that her ancestors supported the cause of American independence some 250 years ago, we encourage her to visit our website at dar.org to learn how she might also become a member of the Daughters of the American Revolution. She can join us at every meeting as we recite the American's Creed by William Tyler Page, which ends, "I believe it is my duty to my country to love it, to support its Constitution, to obey its laws, and respect its flag, and to defend it against all enemies." Thank you very much.
Thank you.
thank you.
I have to ask a question, though. I'm just curious. All of the pens.
Well, they represent donations and hours worked, volunteer hours, and some courses. They offer leadership courses and genealogy courses, and you can get a pin for those too. And some
that's
people have very large. This is a medium amount of pins, and I think it's sufficient.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh,
It's
thank you.
beautiful. And thank you for everything you do.
Well,
Yes,
thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, I think we're ready to adjourn. Let's try that again.
I move we adjourn.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.